Hiya, as in higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being present. This is Affirmations for the Inner Child, a space that is safe for you to be in, a space that is open to talking about, discussing, looking at in depth those deep wounds that have always been played out over and over again in our lives, and we're ready now for it to end. We don't want to have that cycle anymore. We want to let go of that karmic cycle. We want to open our hearts, and to truly open our hearts, we really want to go into our inner child space. Yeah. So let's just get right into it. This is Affirmations for the Inner Child for August 11th. If it is your birthday today, I recommend you check out the birthday reading. Also, maybe perhaps check your rising and your moon sign to see if it's fitting. Okay, so August 11th, we have imagination. Today I envision a life of happiness. Today I will use my imagination to visualize blessings in my life instead of catastrophe. When my inner child reacts in fear, I will gently reassure her by deliberately fixing my imagination on scenes of goodness and hope. Throughout the chaotic years in my dysfunctional home, I became quite skilled at visualizing imaginary scenes in my mind. Unfortunately, the scenes I imagined usually reflected the atmosphere of fear in my home. The fears of my inner child are still with me. They provide the dark materials for my imagination to dwell upon. Often I become obsessed with thoughts of disaster. Today I will consciously focus on thoughts of blessings and future health. I will envision a life of happiness for myself in every aspect. Yeah. Imagination. Imagination is beautiful to have. And of course, denser, tougher, fearful environments are always going to challenge that. Yeah. We're going to start by pulling a spirit animal. Okay. All right, spirit guides, what do you want us to know? What spirit animal could help us with the situation? Okay. So with our imagination, we have mouse. A mouse imagination. Imagining you're a mouse. Maybe allow yourself to look at the card and feel any feelings that come through for you at this time. There's some stars. They are giving me chakra vibes, like your inner child, so your lower chakras, your root, sacral, and solar plexus. Yeah. So what do we know about mice? Well, they are grounded. They are of the earth. They're not cared for by most. They're not really looked up to in this world. I think they give a nitpicky energy. They definitely can find their way through a maze. Yeah. Yeah. Like, they're pretty intelligent. Pretty intelligent they are. Yeah. Yeah, nitpicky is one thing for sure. Detail oriented, small minded, nervous. So, do you have some nervousness about expanding your imagination? Somebody here does. Somebody here is afraid to get close with their inner child because their imagination, because of what they see, or their psychic abilities of what they feel or hear, know. So I'm sure this is, well, I'm not sure, but I'm feeling the vibration that this is ancestral, meaning that one of your ancestors was a witch, and okay, sorry, I just needed to take a few deep breaths there for a moment and just allows this calmness to overcome my body. And so the one here with the witch is she loved her land and used her land sacredly, knew every plant, all the medicines in the field. I almost said water, so there must have been a creek nearby. Yeah, let's pull some cards. Okay, and let's see, what about the imagination? Spirit, what can you... So I just want to see, today I envision a life of happiness. So we're going to ask, how can we be happy? How can we be happy? Do you ever feel like you're not satisfied? That could also be something from growing up. You know, a lot of people struggle with perfectionism, trying to be perfect. I don't know why. Okay, come on, babies. Come on. All right. Oh, well, that's why it took so long. Overthinking is going on. Time to get you back in balance and into that 9 of Cups energy. Yeah, the accomplishments. Here, you have too much on your mind. You're not sure what to do. Talk about an imagination. Well, yours is running wild here. Daydreaming, a lot of looking at things, but not focusing on one until you come into the Pentacles energy and decide to balance what is out of balance for you right now. And you do this by picking something that is here in your mind. This is like you have a lot going on, a lot of thoughts, a lot of daydreaming going on. It's wise. It's wisdom. Daydreaming, you know, isn't necessarily something that is unhealthy. At the same time, there is a difference in daydreaming and setting intentions and goals to perhaps maybe turn those dreams into fruition, into the life that you really want. I mean, be realistic about it. You can do it. And you are going to do it, provided you decide to narrow this daydreaming down, get some more understanding, clear understanding. This could also be like you have so many different talents and gifts. You're such an artist that it's hard for you to pick one. And so you decide to choose like a fun game. You use your imagination. Hey. Yeah, that's it. You use your imagination and finally choose, you know, which one you're going to stick with. And then look at all the awards that happens after that. Those are all of your goals that you reached, your accomplishments. All because you finally focused on one thing. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you took your time with each one and made them all come into fruition for you. anything is possible. Anything is possible, friends. And let me see what else I can find out about this mouse, because I haven't used this deck in a while, and I knew Nitpicky was one. And being able to make it through a maze and very smart, intelligent. I already knew some of that stuff. But detail oriented. Yeah, detail oriented. And likes to tend to the details. Okay, so this is telling me that there's a blockage. This blocks you. The mouse energy is a bit maybe too grounded. It will block you from experiencing your imagination. It could. You know? Yeah, because they can have limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. And, you know, maybe that's triggering someone here. If it is, that's just, you know, that's probably, it's meant for you. And then that's something that it's actually a good thing that you get to work through this. Yeah? I mean, it's kind of why we're here, yeah? Get some support, guidance. Come to the center, the Om. 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 I do hope you did that with me. The Om is the very first sound ever created. It is the primordial sound of the universe, of the world, of creation. O-M. It's very special. The vibration of it can help lift you up. So make sure you face this fear, whatever this is for you. You know what it is, so just go ahead and face it. I mean, sometimes, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Yes, that's the phrase. That is the phrase that just came up. And I've done that so before myself, you know. But and can you understand and see why your imagination would be blocked with this mouse energy at play? Being fearful while constantly watching yourself. Always afraid the other shoe's gonna drop somewhere or something. Yeah. All right, that is the message I have for you today. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out some of the other videos. I also posted a full moon video. I do those occasionally, and sometimes I'll post a scrying video. I haven't done one of those in a while. Maybe I'll do one on the new moon. It seems like I do those around the new moon more. Interesting how that kind of flows like that. I'd love to hear your story, where you're from, what's going on, how you feel about the cards, the situation, if you feel like you're in this energy or you're in this energy or that one or not even in any of it yet, or if you're just kind of trying to blend it all together, how you feel, how close you are with your inner child, how long it took you to gain a relationship with your inner child, and also what stage you're at your healing process. Yeah, I feel like it's ongoing, and there's always something else, something different that will pop up and come when it's ready to, you know, to be brought to light. So remember to use that imagination. Be healthy, happy, be relaxed about who you are. Know that you matter. You are worthy. In fact, now I'm being asked to blow this candle out for you. And I'd usually only do this for the birthday readings, but well, you know, inner child relationship, when you first start your inner child relationship, and perhaps maybe that energy is here, and maybe that's why Spirit's guiding me to do this right now. I'd love to know if that is you, if you just now finally reached your inner child and began to communicate with him or her. It would be wonderful to know. But it is like a rebirth, you know? I mean, yeah. For myself, it was like one of the first things on my awakening was just instantly, boom, gravitating toward inner child. Who's that? What? Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that. Journey, okay, I'm ready. And you know, cracking it all open. Yeah, but for sure, share in the comments below, hit that like button, and we will chat again soon. If you'd like to set an intention now, we did just have the full moon yesterday, or it might have been the day before, but the energy is still here. And the Lionsgate portal is also, it is closing tomorrow on the 12th. So it's still fresh as well. So the portal door is still open for you if you finally make this decision and, you know, tell ego, tell fear to sit in the back seat, or, you know, lift it up to Saint Germain, who can definitely help you in transmuting that dense, heavier energy. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.